Students, we go to the next topic of lesson number 11. Okay, now why do we have two eyes for vision and not just one? Okay, now if we see with one eye, the horizontal field of view is of 150 degree. Okay, and if we have got both, we get the view of 180 degree. Okay, now certain animals which are prey animals, they have got two eyes positioned on the opposite sides of their heads. That gives them the widest possible field view. Okay, and but our two eyes are positioned in front of our heads. That reduces our field view and it is known as stereopsis. Okay, now we go to the defects of vision and their correction. Okay. Now there are three common refractive defects of vision. The first one is myopia or nearsightedness, the second is hypermetropia or farsightedness, and the third is presbyopia. Okay, so we are going to see them one by one. The first one is myopia. Now myopia is also called as nearsightedness. Okay, now a person with myopia can see nearby objects clearly, but they cannot see distant objects clearly. The far away objects which are there, that they cannot see clearly. So that condition is called as nearsightedness. Even though they can't see far objects clearly, it is called as nearsightedness. So don't confuse. Okay, it's also called as myopia. Now here the person with this defect has got far point nearer than infinity. Now suppose see this. This is the far point of a myopic eye. Those who have got myopia, their far point is still here. Actually the far point we studied yesterday that it is from 25 centimeter to infinity. So they can only see it till here. Now whatever objects are beyond their far point, okay, so any objects which are beyond their far point, okay, then what happens is the image of this object is formed in front of the retina. So the images should form on the retina. So till here the image is formed on the retina. When the objects go beyond this, then the image is formed in front of the retina somewhere here. Okay, so if it forms on front of the retina, we will not be able to see the objects clearly because we can only see when the object is formed on the retina. Okay, so this defect may arise due to the excessive curvature of the lens. The focal length here is less, the elongation of eyeball. Now this defect can be corrected by using a concave lens. So if you put a concave lens or proper focal length in front of the eye lens, then what happens? This defect gets corrected and you get the image exactly on the retina. You have to use a concave lens of a particular power. Okay, now turn the page. We go to the next eye defect, that is hypermetropia. Now this hypermetropia is also called as farsightedness. Now here the person with hypermetropia can see distant objects clearly but cannot see nearby objects. Okay, so the person cannot see nearby objects clearly, but still it is called as far-sightedness. So don't confuse yourself. Okay, so hypermetropia, far-sightedness, cannot see nearby objects clearly. Now what happens here? Nearsightedness, the hypermetropic eye. Okay, so they can see till here the nearby objects. Okay, now if you take furthermore nearer than this, if the object is here, then what happens? The image is not formed on the retina. If you see here, till here the image is formed on retina. As we go near the eye, the object is formed behind the retina. Okay, here it is focused behind the retina. Okay, so the reading material which is beyond 25 centimeter is comfortable, but as it comes near the eye, okay, the retina does not get the image formed on it. This defect is caused because the focal length of the eye is too long and the eyeball has become too small. Now this defect can be corrected by using a convex lens. So if you put a convex lens in front of the eye of proper power or proper focal length, then the image will be focused on the retina. So for correction of this hypermetropia, you need convex lens. For the correction of myopia, you need concave lens. Okay. Now there is another eye defect called as presbyopia. Now this happens usually with decrease of with aging. Okay, the power of accommodation of the eye decreases with aging. So what happens? Most of the people, the near point recedes away. Now suppose this is the near point. Now this near point goes away. Okay, it recedes away. Now as it recedes away, what happens is the nearby objects which are comfortably and distinctly seen without corrective eyeglasses, they find it difficult to see. Now this arises due to weakening of ciliary muscles and diminishing flexibility of eye lens. So after a particular age, what happens? The ciliary muscles. If I don't know how many of you are remembering this, we go back to the diagram of eye. These muscles, these are the ciliary muscles. These muscles, they get weak. So what happens? The lens, they do not become thick and thin as it is required. Okay. So because of that, this defect arises. Okay, so the person may suffer with myopia and hypermetropia both. So they require bifocal lenses. They require concave as well as convex lenses. So the upper portion consists of concave lenses, okay, that facilitates distant vision, and the lower part consists of convex lenses which facilitates the near vision. Okay, this is possible to correct the refractive defects by using even contact lenses or through surgical interventions. Okay, now you have to answer the questions which are given on this page 190. Okay, and just read this. There's nothing to explain. This is a topic how anybody can donate their eyes. This is about eye donation. Okay, next class I will start this topic of reflection of light through a prism. Thank you.